Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I just wanted to show you quickly how to smash it on Pinterest and basically have all of your pins scheduled and automated without you having to do a thing. It's just basically a one-time plug and play. If you haven't already, please go over to IFTTT, IFTTT, and sign up and authorize the apps with whatever platform you want to use it with, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, whatever. Just allow them to access. Once you've done that, you choose whatever applet you want. The applet that you'll need for this one is Google Calendar to Pinterest one. I've got quite a few here. I've renamed them, so you just duplicate them. So the applet you want is called Schedule Post to Pinterest. So you choose that one, and then you turn it on. Once you turn it on, you can edit it. You can use the coggle up here, but I'm going to show you how to duplicate it because you're going to need more than one. You're going to need quite a few. I've got like 40 something. So once you've turned it on, by the way, it's created by someone called Amgerdesman, I think. Okay, that's the applet you want. There is quite a few, but this one is the most simple one to use. So it says create a different version of this applet. So you just click start. So you just want to duplicate it. And to configure it, you have the title of it here. You can call it whatever you want. Something that you remember. So I'll just put Cal, like calendar to Pinterest, so I'll remember. And make sure notifications are on, so when it runs, it lets you know. In Google Calendar, it will search using the title and everything. You need to make sure you have the correct email for your Google Calendar. It's better if you have a specific one just for your Pinterest schedules, so you don't mix up birthdays, appointments, or whatever with it. So if you have more than one, you just choose the one you want. Here, keyword or phrase, which is the trigger. This is very important. This is what Google Calendar reads to trigger the event to post the pin to Pinterest. So you want to name it something that's relevant, something that you'll remember, and that's something that you'll notice from far away. Because once you have loads and loads of events in your calendar, you kind of want to remember, okay, this is for this specific pin. Maybe you want to drag it to another place and change the time. And if you've got them all named the same, you won't have a clue what's what. So, I'm assuming you've already got a secret board with all your blogging stuff on it. I think that's easier to grab all your stuff when you need it. Choose one of your pins, and just remember that the pin, try and remember which post or pin you're referring to. So you name the trigger something that you remember. So for instance, that's stromboli. Okay, that's a stromboli recipe. So I will just put it STRO. So I remember that's a stromboli recipe. So that's easy for me to differentiate when I look in Google Calendar. Okay, so here you put the board name. Now you can put group boards if you're a member of blogging group boards or whatever, which is great. Just remember the group rules. Some of them only let you post a certain amount per day or per week or whatever. And also remember that the board name has to be exactly how it's written in Pinterest. So make sure you spell it right. Make sure there's no full stop if there's no full stop in the name or whatever. So I want to post to, let's see, I'm using my blog. Okay, so I want to type that here. Make sure it's spelled exactly the same. Okay, now photo URL. This is the where. This is like where the image is going to be or whatever. If you don't have a picture, then what's the point? Google Calendar will just post a blank pin, and Pinterest is a visual-based search engine, so you want to have a visual. So you want to have a pin. Excuse me, I've got a sore throat. So I want to use this image, and that's already on my pin. It's already on my blog. It's already hosted on my blog, so I can just click the pin and go directly to the post and excuse me, and use that image. If you don't have the image on your blog, like for instance, a lot of us we make graphics specifically just for Pinterest, just to you know, for a post. So like if you have a post and it has recipes, for instance, and you have like, I don't know, 4 milkshakes, and you have a pin for each milkshake recipe, then you want to host that image somewhere if it's not on your blog. If it's not on your blog, it's not online, then you can't use the image URL. So that's where Google Photos comes in. It's free. You can upload them straight from your phone, or you can just do it straight here. You can just press this little picture with the plus sign and add it from your computer, or you can do it straight on the phone. It's easy, simple. So basically they're hosted online. So if it's not on your blog, it's not hosted online, you can save it here. And I'll just show you quickly. If you want to use one of these images, you just click it. And then once the image is open, you right click it and you copy the image address. If it's on your blog, you do the exact same thing. You right click it and then you click copy image address. That's what you want. You want to copy that image address into your photo URL part of the applet. So you copy that there. So that's the pin image. And the URL, it says optional, but it's very important because you want them to click the pin to go to your blog or go to the post. So you copy whatever URL and then you paste it into the URL place. You can also do this with other people's pins, bearing in mind that you need to have the image URL and the blog URL. So a lot of you, if you do have the image on your blog, that's great, because then we can repin your stuff. If you don't have the image on your blog, then it's a bit harder, because then we'd have to try and find that image online. And anyway, so once you've done all that, you click save, and then it will save the applet, and it will say your applet is now active. So once the applet is active, you can go to your Google Calendar. But before I forget, the most important thing I just remembered, you must remember whatever hashtag trigger you put in, because that is going to be the title. I'll just copy that, of your event in Google Calendar. Okay, so here's Google Calendar. Your calendar's down here. So if you have more than one email, you'll have your account there. Mine's at the top there. I've unticked it so you don't get confused at the moment. So here's your calendar. You click anywhere, anytime, any date, anywhere, and you click more options. When that opens, you want to add the title, and now the title is the trigger. Very important. Google will not read it otherwise. It needs to be exactly the same. So you put the trigger in, and then with the pin, sorry, wrong tab. With the pin, you have a description part in your Google Calendar. You want to use the same. Description, or you can change it, do whatever you want, whatever hashtag, it's up to you. So yeah, you copy that into your description part of the Google Calendar, and then up here, the time and date, you untick the checkbox when you choose a time. Depending on when your readers are more active, or I don't know if you're looking into that, whatever, you want to choose whatever time's right for you, really, or you want to, correlate it throughout the day. Choose whatever time you want, and click where it says does not repeat, and choose custom. So if you want to do this once a week, that's fine. Twice a week, 3 times a week. So I want to do this twice a week, and I want to click done. So that's going to repeat for the rest of the year, twice a week on a Monday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Great, huh? It will not stop until you stop it, so it can go on forever. Click save, and it will save to your calendar. And there's all of my pins. Now, as you can see, they're all hashtagged. They all have triggers, and every time this trigger is read, it pins to Pinterest for me. So here, for instance, on the 16th, I have quite a few pins, as you can see, and they're all different hashtags, all different triggers. Now, these little initials are just for my own reference. So you want to do the same. You want to have hashtag pint or Pinterest, and then you want to initial whatever post it is, just so you remember. Because when it comes to you having a lot of pins like this, and for instance, you want to change this one, you don't want it to be like 12 a.m., you want to drag it over to Monday or whatever, you want to change it, you can. But you want to know which pin is which, so you don't want them all to be named the same. So please remember, when you're naming them, when you're giving the trigger, make sure you put the little initials just for your own reference. yeah, what else did I want to tell you? So basically that's it. That will just trigger now, whatever time, whatever date, it will just continue until you say stop. When you're out shopping, at cinema, watching a movie, whatever, it will pin for you. And it will continue to pin until you tell it to stop. In all of the group boards you want, at any time you want, basically. You can, go through the times and change it as much as you want. But the good thing with this is not like Tailwind. You don't have to do it weekly, and you don't have to pay a monthly subscription. Once you do it, that's it. You haven't got to worry about it ever again. You just simply add more pins as you go, whenever you want. I also wanted to say about reviving your old pins, your old blog posts, sorry. So if you have some old blog posts and you wanna drive some more traffic to them, please make some more images, more pins. Like I said before, if you have a recipe or if you have, I don't know, some kind of hack, and you want to share a specific part of it, or even if you have like some inspirational post and there's a really good quote in there that a lot of your readers are really like, they liked it. Everybody likes a pretty pin with a nice inspirational quote. Make a graphic, make a pin, and, link it to your blog post, and, you get much more visits that way. Anyway, so, I'm not really used to doing videos and stuff. This is my first one, so please excuse my groggy voice. It's early morning here. But if you have any further questions, please do ask. Just make sure that you remember to authorize the apps in IFTTT, with whatever, with Pinterest. Allow it to access your Pinterest. Make sure you use the correct calendar and the hashtag and trigger. Select the correct board. Make sure the board is written correctly. Make sure the URL, or the Google photo URL is correct. You don't want to have no photo or no image. Make sure you've saved the calendar to whatever time and date you want. Make sure you've chosen the amount of, the frequency per week. And also, like suggested by one of the sisters, you want to have your own private or secret board with all of your stuff on. It just makes life easier. I hope this is going to help you. If you have any questions, please do ask. Just let me know. Thanks. Bye.